congratulations to Coach Brandon in Northern Kentucky. They played a heck of a game. They fought, and they deserve it. Yeah, they deserve to win it tonight. Extremely, I've said this at the microphone I don't know how many times, and it's unfortunate that this is the last time I get to say it this season, but extremely proud of this group, just for believing. And I think it was an inspiration to, I don't know how many people. I know people in the Milwaukee community, at our university and in our city, inspired a lot of them to believe when you're down, and nobody thinks you can, and everybody is on the front end saying what you shouldn't be able to do or accomplish. I have so much respect for our young men, student athletes that are wearing the jersey and representing Milwaukee with so much pride, that showed up every day, regardless of the circumstance, regardless of what just happened, and just wanted to improve, wanted to be a better person, wanted to be better teammates, and wanted to figure out how to get things done together. So I couldn't be more thankful for a first group to coach. It'll be a challenge, I'm going to be honest with you, to get each group that follows this one to play as hard as these guys did this season, to love each other like these guys did this season. But that's what they've set in motion. Now, for the returners, it'll be up to them to continue that standard.
Obviously, we can compete with anyone. Kind of moving forward, just thinking about how much we're going to miss having Cody Wickman and Ken Harvey and the leadership we get from Dan. It's going to be pretty tough.
Pretty much the same as that. I just really appreciate everything the seniors and the coaching staff has done for us. They always believed in us, and it was a special run.
It's been exactly that. It's been a journey. Last almost a year from now, last April, extremely thankful to our Chancellor Mark Money, our athletic director Amanda Braun, for believing in myself and my staff. And it was a challenging transition, just to with a lot of attrition through graduation and transfers, and then trying to find the right guys to come in that would do things a certain way. And Cam Harvey, being a fifth-year senior coming in for 1 year, had a huge impact on our program, just with his experience and his wisdom. Walking into Cody Wickman and Dan Studer and not knowing them and getting to know them, their leadership that they provided for us as a staff to learn Milwaukee, help us recruit the guys we got. We brought in 6 new guys, and they were so instrumental in those guys choosing Milwaukee, and then setting the culture. And these guys had to believe it from a long time ago, and they did. And so we did something, not what we wanted to do, not what we set out to do in terms of accomplishments, but in terms of establishing how we want this program to look in the future and how we want to represent Milwaukee. I couldn't be more pleased.
I mean, we definitely had a lot of confidence going into the game. I just kind of wish it would have went differently, but we all believed we could win.
I mean, kind of coming off a hot run there for a while. I guess you could say kind of thought it was destiny, but obviously we weren't looking past this Northern Kentucky team. We split with them during the year. Felt like we should have won both games, but obviously coming into this game, knowing what they did last game against Wright State, we weren't overconfident, but confident enough.
Well, it obviously gives us a lot of confidence going into next year. Just in the off season, this loss is going to be a lot of, like a big, just like a momentum. I don't really know how the word I'm looking. Motivation, yeah, motivation is one for next year. I mean, we'll all work really hard this off season, and hopefully we can build on it next year.
And you take a look at what these young men had to do. Brock Stoll redshirted his freshman year. He was on the scout team last year and played minimal minutes. And now we walk in and he has this absolutely huge role and be our best all-around player. And so he grew into that as the season went on. He and I had healthy conversations about, what he wanted to be as a player and as a person, and how he could help. And so encouraging him all year to hunt for us, to go. He's got to be a guy that was seeking his shot. He's unselfish. He's our second leader in assists. And so he grew into that role, and he is a competitive kid. And so, was it designed to go to him? Yeah, all season. We had to encourage him to do that. But for the first half of the game, he was competing. He just went and got the ball and competed and made competitive shots and competitive plays. No, he was tremendous. He was tremendous. And in fact, when we lost at Northern Kentucky, he did the same thing down the stretch. We were up, they cut it, they took the lead, we came back, and then he made a few plays that probably only he can make in this league. He's a really talented player, and so our guys have an extreme amount of respect for him. But he was determined tonight, so give him a lot of credit. Well, I thought the ball stuck a little bit in the first half. Now credit to Northern Kentucky, they made some adjustments and took away some things that we had been successful for us the past few times. And so there's a reason Coach is Coach of the Year over there. And so that made the ball stick a little more than we wanted to. Our ball movement in the second half was much better. We had a better flow, more hands on the ball, and so we were able to get some better opportunities earlier in the clock. And so, it was a lot of what they did, and we didn't adjust quick enough.